friends and my dear students. This is Sstp Academy. Today I am going to teach you about interrogative pronouns and framing questions. What are interrogative pronouns? And also we understand with examples. The main interrogative pronouns are what, which, who, whom, and whose, how. These are like that. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. That means interrogative pronouns, questioning words are WH questions. The other less common interrogative pronouns are the same as the ones above but with the suffix ever or soever. Examples whichever, whatever, whatsoever, and whichsoever. Then how we can use when we can use these WH words and how we can form the questions we are going to understand the next. See, on table is there. The first column, a questioning word, that means WH words are interrogative pronouns are there. And when we can use these interrogative pronouns gives in second column. The third column I gave you for examples. First one is what. What is used for about things and sometimes introduced about the persons or people. See example. What are you doing? What do you think about the movie? Second one, when. Used to ask about time. When will the meeting start? When are you leaving? These are the examples for when. Where. It's also used to ask about places. Where's my bag? Where do you live? And next one is who. It is used to ask about people. Who do you love the most in your family? Who told you that story? Like that, you need to frame the question by using who. Whom. Used to ask about people or object of work. Whom did you see in the morning? Whom was Rajesh talking to? So these are the examples for the whom. Next one is which. Which is used to ask about choices. Which one do you choose? Which one would you like? So these are the example for which. Next one, whose. Whose to ask about. That is whose is used to ask about possession. See here, possession here. Whose pencil is this? Is it yours? Whose books are these? So like that you need to frame using the whose. Why? Why also used to ask about reasons or causes. Why did it happen? I didn't understand. Why did it happen? I didn't understand. Why is he crying? Or why is he smiling? So anyone you take yourself by using why. That means only reasons or causes. How? How is used to ask about a manner or a process. How can you explain this problem? How can you get here? So these are the examples for the how. So by using these kind of interrogative pronouns, we need to create or we need to form or we need to frame the questions. When depends on these usages. How to form WH questions with an auxiliary. See, with an auxiliary, we need to form the question by using this formula. WH word, that means interrogative pronoun, auxiliary, plus subject, plus main verb. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs, not main verbs. Common auxiliary verbs include be form, do form, have form, or others can will, shall, would, can, could, must, should, may, might, these are called modal auxiliaries. By using these auxiliaries, we need to frame the questions as follows. What do you do for a living? Why should we read books? When is she coming? So generally we use the formula this one. WH word, that means question word or phrase plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb plus object or other information plus question mark. This is the formula for the framing question. Auxiliary verbs in subject questions. Auxiliary verbs are placed after question words who, which, or which kind of, or who, which, or which kind of, and which type of in object questions. Drop the helping verbs for present simple and past simple as in positive sentences. General formula for this kind of statements need to frame the question is here. Who or which, what kind of, or what type of, and then plus auxiliary verb plus main verb. Which type of food provides the best nutrition? Who is going to speak at the conference this week? What type of company employs thousands of people? So here I am given different color. It shows the type question, that is auxiliary verbs and subject questions. Finally, subject questions generally use simple tenses such as present simple, past simple, future simple. Present simple, past simple, future simple. How can we are using here? One more rule is I'll show you. Use auxiliary verb do, does for only present simple. Questions, and that means present simple questions, and did for the past simple questions. And also plus the base form of the verb can be used. Now say present simple. Where do they live? Say do. Do you play tennis? Is yes or no question. Do. Does she go to your school? Here third person singular, then only we use does in present simple. Again past simple. When did you have lunch yesterday? Did they buy a new car last week? How did she do on the exam last month? So here see, all past tenses, only one do form, that is did, we can use while framing questions. Future simple. When will she visit us next week? Or next? Where will you stay when you get there? What will we do? So these are the interrogatives or question words or WH words we can use while forming the future simple questions. Present continuous or past continuous or future continuous. Use auxiliary verb is or for present continuous questions and was were for past continuous questions. Plus the present participle or ing form of the verb can be used here. For example, present continuous. What are you doing? Is she watching TV? Where are they playing tennis? So these are examples for the present continuous questions. Past continuous questions. What were you doing at 6 p.m.? What was she cooking when you came here? So what was she cooking when you came here? Were they studying when you walked into their room? So these are called past continuous because depends on past be found. Future continuous tenses are future continuous tense questions. What will you be doing next week at this time? What will she be speaking about? Will they be staying with you? So these are example for the future continuous questions. In the next slide, we can see here present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect tenses. Use the auxiliary verb have, has for present perfect question and had for past perfect question plus the past participles. Present perfect. Where has she gone? How long have they lived here? Have you visited France? Past perfect tense. Had they eaten before he arrived? What had they done that made him so angry? Where had you left the briefcase? Future perfect tenses. Will they have finished the project by tomorrow? How much time will you have spent reading that book? When will I have completed my studies? So these are the example for the present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect tenses. Again, in the next slide, exception to rule or exception to the rule to be forms, present simple and also past simple. The verb to be takes no auxiliary verb in the present simple and past simple question form. In this case, place the verb to be before the subject to ask a question. So that means, according to these statements, here some examples are there. To be present simple. Is she here? Are you married? Where am I? So these are the examples. So here to be form here present in before the subject. To be past simple. Were they at school yesterday? Where were they? Was she at school? So these are the example for above statement. This is the basic structure of all questions in English. There are, however, exceptions to be these rules as well as other structures. Once you understand on this basic structure, it is also important to continue learning about how to use indirect question and question tags. Next one. Framing questions. Here see this type of questions are very useful in the SSLC examination and also common entrance exams and some are competitive exams. So they will give one statement and one word they will underline, and based on that underlined word, it is as a underlined word as an answer. Based on that answer, you need to frame the questions. Here see first one. I want books. What do you want? This is question. Here, underline word is books. Delhi is the capital of India. Delhi is underline one. Which is the capital of India? This is Suresh's house. Whose house is this? Geeta goes to Mysore by car. How does Geeta go to Mysore? Santosh lives in our village. Where does Santosh live? Mahesh is 40 years old. How old is Mahesh? Kiran goes to Hubli to guide teachers. Why does Kiran go to Hubli? Baleshwar helped Roma. Who helped Roma? Swami was sleeping beside his granny. Where was Swami sleeping? Dr. Ambedkar was a symbol of revolt. Who was symbol of revolt? See here, there is no change of tenses. Because here, what is tenses? Same tense will available in the question also. See, for example, Delhi is the capital of India. Which is the capital? It's present tense only get it. Past means past only get it. So that's why no need to change the tenses while framing the questions, but use be forms, do forms, have forms. Which are the forms they gave, that only you use it there. So next one, here see one worksheet is there. Frame the questions for the following statement. Consider the underlined word as the answer. So here see in some different color gave, these are the underlined words. By using these words, try yourself framing questions. It is useful to you. Thank you, friends. If you like this video or PPT, like, share and subscribe. If you want to download this PPT or video, I will give you link in description. Go and download it. Thank you.